Licensed games are an interesting thing. Not only are they expected to be good by themselves as a game, they also have the pressure to do justice to the source material they're based off in the first place. So that's what I'll be doing with Darkwing Duck, developed and released in 1992 by Capcom for the NES. I'll look how well it does as a standalone game and as a byproduct of the cartoon show. Darkwing Duck was a show that aired in the early 90s, starring Drake Mallard as a title character, a sort of Batman-ish superhero, meaning he had no actual superpowers, but fought crime using different kinds of gadgets and martial arts. Now, just putting this out there, this show is awesome! It has good animation, exciting adventures, and very fun characters. I mean, Darkwing is a totally egotistical superhero, but in a fun kind of way.
Another order of dastardly delinquents deposited on your doorstep, courtesy of Darkwing Duck. That's 2 words, not 3. Both these capitalized. Here's my photo. If the papers need more glossies, my number's on the card.
So much so that he pronounced his presence whenever striking at criminals.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the switch that derails your train. I am Darkwing Duck.
This show would easily be in my top 20 favorite cartoons from my childhood. Maybe even the top 10. Possible video idea for the future? Who knows? With that introduction out of the way, let's hop into the actual game. Darkwing Duck's graphics and art style very much do justice to the show. It's about as good as a NES game based off a cartoon series could look. And the 8-bit version of the theme song is so good. Tearing duck of mystery, champion around, swoops out of the shadows, darkling on the night. Somewhere some villain. Sorry. It's just total ear splooge. Like in the show, Launchpad McQuack from DuckTales works as Darkwing's pilot. A little thing such as Launchpad, always referring to his DW is just a cherry on the Darkwing Duck thoroughness sundae. That just sounds like a really shitty ice cream. At the start of each level, Darkwing of course has to say who he is, even though there's nobody ever there.
Where's the action news van when you need them?
And almost every level's boss is a villain from the show, like Megavolt, Quackerjack, and Bushroot. The one new villain is Wolf Duck. Not sure why they created an original villain for the game, since they had plenty of villains from the show they didn't use, like Tuskernini, Taurus Bulba, and of course Negaduck. Before and after a level, we see Darkwing using his different vehicles, like the Ratcatcher and Thunderquack, which is cool and all, but it's kind of a cock tease, since you never get to take control of them yourself. I'm 22 years old and talking about goddamn Ratcatchers and fucking Thunderquacks. I wonder what my dad would say if he could see me right now. What words of wisdom and encouragement would he bestow upon his youngest son?
Fuck you, kid, you're a dick!
But Dad...
You're a faggot!
Oh... So... Anyway, we can see how faithful the game is to source material. But now the more important question. How does it fare as an independent piece of interactive media? Yeah, bringing out the fancy ass words for this one. A side effect of years of daddy issues. Like I said earlier, the graphics are impressive for NES standards, and besides the amazing theme song, the game's soundtrack ranges from... okay. To pretty damn good actually. Darkwing is a fairly basic platformer. You jump around avoiding obstacles and can cling on to platforms, which creates some fun level design. The controls are nice and smooth, so platforming is a piece of cake. You can block some enemy attacks with your cape by holding up on the D-pad, and your only way of attacking is your pea shooter, but you can't shoot diagonally or while running. And according to the manual, you're actually shooting gas at the enemies. Oh, video games, your logic makes no goddamn sense, and I love you for it. You can find 3 extra weapon types in levels, which are heavy gas, thunder gas, and fucking arrow gas of all things. Heavy gas shoots out a short-range projectile that splits in 2 when hitting the ground. Thunder shoots out 2 thunderbolts upward and downward, and the arrow gas shoots out an arrow that can be used as a platform, though you can only have 1 of the special weapons at your disposal at a time. Each of them is useful at different points, like the heavy gas makes the boss fight against Quacker Jack a total cakewalk. Wait, I've been talking about gas this whole time, and I didn't make a fart joke. Fuck! Oh, I guess that opportunity is just gone with the wind. Gone with the... Oh hey!
A story of a civilization gone with the wind.
It really is moments like these that show why most people should not be allowed on the internet. And by most people, I mean me. After playing this game for the first time in many years, I was really surprised at how easy it was. It took me less than 45 minutes on my first playthrough. The levels have multiple checkpoints, you come across health replenishing items fairly often, and the bosses have such easy and simple patterns, it's honestly kind of disappointing that the levels themselves are harder than any of the bosses. And I do use the word harder pretty loosely. I mean, I'm not asking for Ninja Gaiden or Castlevania levels of difficulty, and hopefully I never will, but all I'm saying is that bosses should be at least somewhat challenging and keep you on your feet. Not, well, this.
Derp derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derp.
With the game being as easy as it is, you won't be getting too dangerous. Hey, get it? See, the joke is that Darkwing Duck's catchphrase is,
"Let's get dangerous."
and I said you won't be getting too dangerous. I really have no standards for my writing, do I? That was a rhetorical question, of course I don't. So, yeah, even in your first time playing this, most likely you won't get a game over. Though if you do end up running out of lives...
Hold on! You said this to be humane! Quick, flyers! Stop! What the hell? At least slit my throat first! Kill me! Come on, what the...
Wow. I gotta say, that's a pretty gruesome, though at the same time, very impressive game over sequence for a Nintendo game. After defeating the final boss / top agent of Foul, that's Fiendish Organization for World Larceny, aka Steelbeak, our hero rides into the sunset. Or sunrise. Either one. I don't fucking know. DW hits a bump in the road and goes off flying. What a delightfully comical way to end it all. Now, what they don't show you is him getting brain damage from the crash, falling into a coma, and because of it, his adopted daughter Gosselin has to be put back into an orphanage, and Launchpad ends up committing suicide, not being able to cope with the fact that his idol / partner might never wake up again. I may have just destroyed at least a dozen people's childhoods right there. Though, on the other hand, that would be a new personal record. There are some licensed games, like the 2013 Deadpool game that, while being very funny and goofy like it should be, is ultimately just a mediocre action game at best. However though, Darkwing Duck does the rare thing of being very faithful to its source material, while being a good game in itself. With responsive controls, nicely cartoony graphics, catchy music, and fun platforming, Darkwing Duck truly is a model for other licensed games to take notes. Yeah, the bosses leave much more to be desired, but it's a pretty small sin in the bigger picture. I'm Isle, and... alcoholic Finnish guy writing a song, padding out the video for YouTube search results. How the hell can I through this? Next part is hard. Y'all. When you want trouble, you call Isle. Y'all. Getting really desperate here. Y'all. This course doesn't match the shows. Y'all. I-L-E. Can't get a date to save his life. And a boosted Animal League. His videos are pretty bad, which come once a month. Spends 10 hours all day watching porn. Y'all. Oh god, please make it stop. Y'all. Worst mistake of my life. Y'all. Thankfully there's the finish line. Fuck, I'm out.